Hi, go on, buddies. So I thought it might be interesting to compare Ngarla phonology to that of some other Pama-Nyungan languages. Now the Ngarla tribe was in close contact with Nyangumarta to its east and Nyamal to its south. The three tribes exchanged brides with each other as a way to reduce the risk for inbreeding, one might suspect. Now, the Nyamal language is closely related to Ngarla. I have not found a published account of Nyamal phonology, but I have reason to suspect that it's identical to Ngarla. Nyangumarta is more interesting in this context, I think, because this language is not closely related. It belongs to another Pama-Nyungan subgroup called Marngo. And with that in mind, it is interesting to note that the phonological system is still almost identical. The consonant inventory is exactly the same as in Ngarla, and the main difference is that Nyangumarta only has short vowels, I, A and O. The phonotactic constraints are also the same, and perhaps it is worth noting in this context that almost all Ngarla words that have an initial T seem to have come originally either from English or from Nyangumarta. There are, of course, differences between these two languages. One being that in Nyangumarta, suffixes tend to take on the same vowel as in the root. This is not the case in Ngarla. And also in Nyangumarta, you can have two identical suffixes in different functions following each other. Not allowed in Ngarla. So here we have Yiri Ninindi, where Yiri is the verb. The first ni marks the tense. The second ni, the person of the subject, I, and ndi, the person of the direct object. So I see you. Yes, and next I thought we'd move southwest from the Ngarla territory and take a look at Ngarluma. Now, the closest tribe to the Ngarla tribe traditionally to the southwest was the Kariyara tribe. And I will have reason to come back to Kariyara when I talk about clan systems, because the clan system in this part of Australia was by Radcliffe Brown, when he was writing about it, described as prototypical Kariyara. This was in 1919 that he wrote about these things. 1919, by the way, which would be 9 in Queensland English. Just saying. Okay, so Ngarluma is part of a small group of languages in the Pilbara region that have developed a consistent nominative accusative case marking, so they are not split ergative. When it comes to phonology, however, they are still very similar to Ngarla. So we have the same consonant inventory, but with one addition, a sixth stop. The apicodental t, which is created by placing the tongue up against the teeth. So here one might ask, is it possible to hear a difference between t and the normal alveolar t? Well, evidently it is, because the Aborigines that have this distinction in their languages, they can hear it. I can tell you right away that I struggle very much but they can hear it, so evidently you can learn to hear it. Ngarluma has both long and short vowels, but I read in a grammatical sketch that long E has not been attested. According to the writer, that is not necessarily the same as to say that long E does not exist in the language, only that it hasn't been attested. And when it comes to phonotactic constraints, Ngarluma is identical to Ngarla here, but here there are some differences. We do not find alveolar T, L, or R in the beginning of words, except in some loan words from English. Instead, they use the apicodental T in the beginning of words. So that's it for now, and I will see you later.